All right, I'll start the review. Tell me if it's not good. Oh, right, I was already into the game. All right, let me go back to level 1 here. Where's my notes? Okay, replay. All right, I just want to watch the level 1 like from here. So basically they do a spread defense. Looks like they put a ward where Mithy is. Xin Zhao is going to start Raptors. Kindred starts red. Xin does into red. And Xin takes Scuttle. Kindred steals the blue. They cross map. Looks like Sven goes to help Xin on the blue. And they plant. Oh, it looks like they planned that, right? It looks like they planned Mithy recalling when Jesper. So Jesper went to help with blue, and Jesper left lane. And when they left, after they pushed up, so they knew they were going to get the push early. So they pushed up, and then Jesper went to make sure that Braum couldn't interfere with this. Whereas Mithy went to interfere with this and to like basically push him out, maybe gank him, maybe kill him. I don't know. Let's see. So, yeah, so Jin kind of like tries to cross map and push the Kindred out. Okay. So then Kindred hops over the wall. Goes back and does race. Jin clears wolves and goes, and then, okay, and Mithy gets back to bot for the catch, so that's fine. Jin goes and gets golems. And then he's going to gank bot, looks like. Yeah, and then he ganks bot. Kills the support. Kindred recalls for her first buy. Jin recalls for his first buy. Okay, so that was the first clear. 4:30 game time. And a double kill top. All right. Mostly I'm looking at the mini map here. That mini map is small. I'd rather watch this mini map, to be honest. All right. Grig buys skirmishers. Kindred buys skirmishers. So we're pretty even on that. Grig has 2 pink wards, though. And it looks like Bjergsen recalls and Mithy goes to hold mid. And to defend the Wraiths spawn. Okay, they're contesting the dragon area. Nobody can solo it yet, right? Level 4, Kindred's level 4. Kindred can't solo it till level 6, as far as I know. Yeah, I need the mini map. The main screen to be the mini screen here. That's funny. That'd be a good way to do it. All right. Jesper is solo in lane, which is fine for his champion at this moment. Jin is still level 3. I don't know. They don't have Ignite bot, right? What are their summoners? They do have Ignite, but they don't have it up. All right. I wasn't paying attention to the marks. Okay. A successful gank top, which leads to a turnaround kill. So a successful turnaround kill, that's always good to happen when you're OPTIC. And the Kindred's there to catch the wave. So really not much loss from OPTIC on that one. The only gain is from that gank is the gain of the relieved pressure on top side for TSM. So you have a pressure window plus whatever gold they got from the kill. OPTIC didn't really lose anything because Kindred got the full catch and Dakol got the turnaround kill. 1 for 1. So TSM has to do something with the pressure, essentially. Laning phase, laning phase. They get a free roam here. They clear River Vision for the second time. It's too bad that they couldn't defend that ward. I guess they didn't know if they were backing or... Okay. Here, Mythade Jesper. Control plus scroll your wheel on mouse. That doesn't work in here. This interface. I need to like do this. Basically. Oops. Now it's off the side of the screen. There. Maybe that's better. How's that, guys? Also, I should, hang on a sec. Let's see. 1 second. I should add something here. Where is it? Come on. I know it's from Tim. One second, guys. I'm looking for something to cover up the State Farm thing. And I know that I got it in the last few months, but I can't find it. Grr. That's so annoying. Maybe... Maybe this will work. Sorry guys, I'm looking for a graphic to cover up the little State Farm thing, and I know I had it in my inbox, but I can't find it anywhere. It's so annoying. I read it a couple weeks ago. They were like, here's a I have an idea. Just gonna clip this thing from the corner. Clip. Snipping tool. New. And clipped and save. Shadow logo from corner.png to downloads. And then I just add media source shadow logo, browse, downloads. Oh, maybe it saves to desktop. I don't know. Recent. Oh my God, I hate Windows. Windows Y. Where the heck is it? Unfreaking believable. Like, for real. Actually triggering. Actually so triggering that I want to stab my computer. But I can't, because, like, I would literally be hurting myself. It's in downloads. All right. What the actual heck? Where is it? Did it not save? I literally saved it. This is insane. It says it's in the downloads folder, and I even searched it by name, and it's not here. Add image. I want to stab something. But what? What should it be? There. Goodbye, State Farm. Thank goodness. It was so State Farmy. All right, that's better. Now I feel less like an advertising mogul. Okay, anyway, it's not a sponsorship. This is one of the companies I work for, and since I use it for review, I want it to show the name, the thing, but like it's up here in the corner. Like, see, it's up there in the corner. So, it's like, looks like I'm advertising State Farm. Anyway, put your face in the player cam. Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. Is open dialogue filtering by extension like a good neighbor? I don't even know what you're talking about, but anyway. I wish I could make the Twitch chat window stay on top of everything instead of not staying on top of everything. Oh, you know what I can do? I can put Twitch chat on my phone. Of course. One sec, y'all. Hi. Say something. Hey, it works. Okay, cool. Yep, it's working. Okay. Now I got to put this somewhere I can see it. Let me prop my water bottle right here and prop my phone against it. And now I can read the stream chat on my phone. Awesome. Okay. Let's continue. So this is what happens on the reverse swing of pressure. Like, they get the gank off. No. Yeah, they get the gank off. And please notice this. Okay, Dokola's coming back, or what's his name? Dokola's coming back from getting killed here. And Kindred recalls and comes straight out, clears red, and then Dokola, and we know TSM's in base, or Hanser's in base, so Dokola gets the push, and then joins Kindred in the river here, and they're going to invade on the blue timer. It's almost like the gank literally helped Dokola get his buy-in and manage the wave perfectly for the invade. Isn't that crazy? Like, yeah, it's just dumb. Look at that. Look at the timing on this. It's like TSM could not have planned the gank better for OPTIC's wave management. Mid is neutral. Mid is crashing neutral. So if Victor gets the mid push right here and OPTIC gets the blue, that's really bad. So they should lose this skirmish because Hansar should be able to collapse, and so it should be 3v2. So the fact that Victor shows here should mean they do not get the blue or this ward. And Mithy's already moving up. Braum is late. So they should not... Okay, they got the ward. So I don't know if they were a little hesitant there. But they probably didn't want to fight a red buff Kindred. But it's not like Jace has an ulti. You know what I mean? I guess he's pretty powerful in the jungle, though. So that's kind of scary. I don't know when the last time Bjergbot was. Okay, so he misses literally the whole wave. He got one minion there. That's sad. So Sorin misses the wave, gets his blue. Victor gets the push. Mithy roamed mid, and Braum followed. Kindred gets Scuttle. Bot side Scuttle. Okay, and now resets and goes... No, goes for blue. Passes off blue to Victor. So a little bit of late blue, but it doesn't matter. Clears bot side jungle. Grig goes back to top side. He walks through a ward that they saw getting put there. So they knew that ward was there, but they didn't ping it or something. I don't know. He goes to clear red. Pink ward, and then so he's recalling to buy. He's got Kindred's timer down, so Kindred was just back, and now what are we gonna get? What's he gonna buy? Okay, so he finishes. Warrior enchantment, and Kindred goes Blood Razor and has 2 pinks. Not cool. So there's at least 5 CS from the blue skirmish. So we're at 67. That would be 75, 85, 95. So just 20 CS from laning, and maybe from that Mithy roam mid. Otherwise, I didn't see many contests to cause this. Victor has a roam timer because he has the push mid. I don't know if that's supposed to happen in this matchup or not, but that's a really classy ward there. I think they assume that the ward is top river bush. Can't really, I feel like gank a Galio with a Victor Kindred. Not really sure what the goal is there, other than showing up. This is always dangerous for any champion without a wall dash. It's just not a very friendly situation to be in. So I don't know about the positioning. Okay. Looks like due to the chunk on Hansar, they get a free Herald. No, they give it up. Grig properly enters through mid. So I think one of the things that Hansar could have done here, if we back up, instead of going in and getting this plant, he could have gone mid. So, like, notice how when Grig contests Herald, he enters through mid because that's where the Galio ulti range is. And also, of course, Galio can walk there and flash there and do all sorts of stuff, right? So maybe what Hansar should have done here was actually, since he knows that there's, like, literally no vision ward here, he's not gonna walk into top river bush. Like, he knows the Kindred isn't there, but I don't think that you want to get pinched between a Kindred and a Jace, right? So he's just kind of going out here to scout the Herald. But maybe what he should do is take the extra path around and just enter through mid bush. Like, this is the one where he can drop a barrel over the wall into there. There's probably a pink here that he could clear. And then when he goes top river, he knows he's completely secure, right? Because he'll have this area, the ramp area, like, cordoned off in terms of vision, and he'll be able to, like, walk into his own ward, and then he'll avoid the bush and he'll get the catch, right? Because he's gonna, maybe he doesn't have time for that because here comes the wave. Yeah, the wave's coming in right now. So he doesn't have time to do both those things to get the catch. So he should just get the plant and leave. There's nothing he could have done about that play other than not do it in the first place, which I hate inaction, so I'm never going to advise that. Okay. Grig goes in, stops the Herald, gets almost 2 wards for his sweep. Although one was pink, so whatever. Mithy is just, like, I don't know. Mithy is literally, like, camping mid and abandoning Jesper over and over again to make sure that this, like he's caught mid 2 times now. He's roamed mid 2 times. And now he's properly grouped to come out of ramp and contest crab. I feel like Mithy is doing the only one doing stuff so far this game. I guess Grig got the gank top, and Soren was there as well. So that was pretty sexy. Except that it failed in terms of tempo completely. I mean, maybe Mithy's the one doing things because he's the wild card, so that's what he's supposed to do. This is my phone died, so. Lishauron, thank you so much for the subscription. You guys, there was a 4-month resub in the chat, tier 1 sub with Lishauron. Thank you very much. I should be recording this, actually. Bjergsen gave up a big CS lead for that gank plus flash. He gave up a CS lead for that? Oh, sad. I didn't see why the lane was going so badly. Okay. Mithy's still protecting his wards in mid lane, or in river. Okay, now he has to give it up because people need to farm, and bot has a timing window. Jesper needed to buy, and he's reversing. So he showed up for the top to swap, maybe? So when you have GP, one of the things that you should do is, especially if you want to gain tempo and take a turret fast, is you should blind swap. Because if you blind swap with a GP, you can use your ulti to stall for a wave. You blind swap so you get a tempo advantage, right, in the push, because their top laner can't contest you. Your bot lane is already topside before their bot lane. Look at where their bot lane is right now. They're moving top, but they're still in mid, so they would get the push on this wave for sure. Then usually what happens is bot lane stays bot, and you counter push, right? Except with GP, he can ulti the whole wave off. So you buy a free 30 seconds in the push, and so you get a turret advantage, and then you get a whole wave of tempo. So it's a really good strategy to blind swap when you have a GP. And they just happen to be here when the blue's getting contested. It's too bad that they don't actually win it. Looks like, yeah, they don't. And now the bot lane is already mid, so, but it looks like they're going to do it anyway. So bot lane's going to go top, but bot lane's going to go catch this. So instead of the tempo swap resulting in a tower, it's just going to result in a swap, basically. Oh, that was a very good delay. Look, that was a really good delay because Jace is now catching top. So their bot lane missed that whole wave. Jace is late coming bot. Haunch is going to get there first, but he can't do anything with it. Sad. It's good for Grig, though. He got like 2 camps of tempo off of that, and he's already back in base. Kindred just gave up and instantly recalled. And went top to match Grig, I think. Oh no, that's Jhin running top. Kindred went to her blue. Okay. She's going bot to hit the turret. Grig's going top to gank. This is when you do it, right? This is the tempo swap. So I think that Jesper went on his Guinsoo's buy. I think that was the trigger because he's so much more powerful than the Jhin at this point, and he just massacres turrets. They want to start dropping turrets. And for some reason, they couldn't hit bot turret. I don't know why. Maybe they couldn't get control of the bot side of the map. It seemed to me that they were trying to get river control, but they could never push into the blue side jungle. So they had river control, but then they lost the wards 3 times. If you go back, you'll see that Mithy was trying to defend all 3 sets of pink wards that they dropped in the river, and they were never able to keep the duo lane out, the OPTIC duo lane out, so they lost dragon control like 3 times after taking it, which maybe that's how the jungle matchup goes. I don't know. But anyway, so they get Gwynsu's, or they get Rage Blade. I don't know if it's still called Gwynsu's, but anyway, they get Rage Blade and they blind swap topside in order to do this to the turret. And ideally, so Kindred recalled, ran straight bot. Ideally, Hanser should ulti this wave, and they shouldn't get the turret exchange. He's kind of hanging back. They get the turret exchange anyway. So I don't know if he ulted too late, or if the turret was too low, or what. Or maybe Kindred and Jace is just too much AD damage. And then they attempt to Herald instead of just instantly recalling and resetting. Hanser should push this with bot lane either shadowing or going mid, and then Bjergsen should swap top with teleport. Oh, his teleport's down, and his global doesn't reach. Then Hanser should go top immediately, and Bjergsen should go bot, and Duo should go mid. Looks like they're going straight for the Herald, though. Okay. Hanser recalled and went back bot. I still don't think he should be bot. Oh, wait, they took Dragon. What happened? She soloed it. So turret goes down and Kindred goes and solos Dragon. And they send Jesper back top with his power spike to take Herald. Bjergsen TP's mid right there in order to try to help with Herald, but then they recall. Kindred strips. Okay, this is good. Notice what Kevin is doing. He's strip mining bot jungle. So the Kindred doesn't get it. Kindred solos Drake here. And TSM should know that. They should know they don't have control over this side of the map. And so they go back Herald where they have vision already. They set up vision for the topside play. So it makes sense to play into that vision while it's still up rather than instantly swap back bot. But I think after this, they should immediately push mid and walk on bot. They've already recalled. They don't need to recall again. Well, now Mithy does. Sad. But Jesper was literally just in base. So notice how he canceled his recall. He's like, wait, I was just in base. And so walk on mid. Mithy's not there. Grig's not there, sadly. Okay, now he has to go back and catch top. So they've lost the timing window for walking on mid and sending Soren top. So now Jesper is randomly just like in top lane farming. But he can't even push up. They need to swap. Okay, now he's coming down the river. Good. Hanser is still stuck. Hanser is still stuck in lane, like under pressure. He can't go in the jungle. He can't go in the river. He can't really do anything except farm and save his ulti for a skirmish. They really need to break out the GP and get him up in top lane, like sitting in his turret so that he can influence the map with teleports and ultis without being so afraid that he can't even walk into his jungle. I don't like this setup, this lane setup. And that seems to me a massive waste of an ulti. Oh, okay. Progressive Mithy. Making plays. They walked on mid. They used that to walk on bot. This is the play they should have done like almost 2 minutes ago. Right here. When Mithy gets chunked. So they just recalled in base. They're fresh. Okay. What happened? Oh, it backed up again. Okay, they just recalled from base. They're fresh. Right now, what they should do is they should finish the Herald. They should walk on mid as 4. They should be doing this. They should be doing what they're doing to Mithy right now, unfortunately. So this delays them like, when was the bot play? 1 minute, 30 seconds? It takes them 1 minute and 30 seconds to recover from this and make the play onto Jace. But what they should do is walk on mid, possess mid wave, threaten the Herald, so OPTIC has to group, and then they Mithy ult on bot side, because the Jace is like constantly overexposed because he has to push in the GP right now, right? So if they could walk on mid right now and just take the wave in their face, and then they could threaten the Herald, so everybody would have to group, and then they just Mithy ult to bot to kill him. But instead, they have to delay, waiting for Mithy, waiting for Grig, delay. Now they have to catch top. So they send Jesper. Okay, he catches 2 waves. That's 30 seconds, and then he walks mid. In the meanwhile, bot gets... Okay, so now they're walking on mid. They're threatening Herald. They clear the vision. They take the wave. They get the push. Okay, now they make the play. Okay, so a minute 30-second delayed play. That should have happened. Fine, they get it. Now they're going to take turret. They can't take Drake. They're going to lose mid for it. Ooh, nice block, Big. That was sexy. It's too bad that Hanser used his ulti there. Like, if he had his ulti, if he'd saved his ulti, if he'd, like, caught him in a barrel instead of ulting him, or if he just trusted his teammates to get the kill, he would have had ulti for mid lane there. It's kind of a shame. I think Hanser blows his... I think a lot of GPs blow their ultis in stupid ways instead of, like, maximizing their champion. Maybe they get the kill anyway. I don't know. I'm not a fan of GP ulti for slows, to be honest. It's so tactically powerful. It's fine in scrims, whatever. But one kill is usually not worth stopping an entire wave of tempo. Anyway, kindred markers on red. It's gone. What's happening now? All right. Nothing's happening because Baron isn't really contestable for like 4 more minutes. So right now, TSM's goal is to try to take mid turret. And they want to set up top side eventually. So eventually they're going to want to put Hanser on bot with teleport and ulti, and they're going to want to put Bjergsen in top lane, and they're going to want to try to control this ramp area right here so that Bjergsen can ulti, and they should control it with the threat of Bjergsen ulting onto Xin Zhao. That anytime that somebody sees anybody contesting this ramp right here, immediately Jesper can ulti onto them from mid lane, and Bjergsen can ulti onto the Xin, and it's like a 4v1, right? And then whenever OPTIC collapses, it's late. So if they can win their lane pressure in mid, and if he can push in top and back up or push in roam, then Xin should be able to kind of contest this area easily. So that's the goal, and Hanser should be able to farm golems and sit with his ulti and not die to Jace and not lose the turret at all either. And maybe push up if he gets a really good barrel chunk or something. All right, so that was dangerous. And a waste of an ulti, sadly. So now there's no GP ulti for this play right here. Okay, so Bjergsen pushed top and then went mid and helped catch when Jhin was showing, and so they have full priority over the mid wave here, so they can chunk the turret. And they don't. They back off. They're setting up for Drake. Hanser gets the push. OPTIC is recalling because they realize Drake is in 45 seconds, so they're going to come back with full pressure bot and full wards. And they're TPing in even, and this is TSM just being late to everything. Like, Greg hasn't even recalled yet. Hanser is like maybe 10 seconds behind Jace. Bjergsen has TP, but he doesn't have top pushed. So he's not going to have top pushed by the time Drake is up. He needs to have top pushed, and he needs to be walking mid already by the time Drake is pushed. By the time Drake is spawned. So they went... Here, take a look. TSM... They get river control over Baron. And then they push mid. Okay, you either chunk turret or you instantly recall and go Drake. What they do is they go into river and then they back up and they back all the way through their jungle clearing. And then they recall. So Mithy's already back. He's like, all right, we got this. You don't need me. I'm in base. Bjergsen and Jesper. Clear the pink. Recall, recall, recall. Recall. Nope. They wander. Oh, chicken spawned. Okay. We'll kill some chickens. Nope. Never mind. Changed my mind. Not going to kill some chickens. Greg's like, okay, I'm going to go farm some double golems. That sounds like fun. Wee, double golems. Okay, Bjergsen's like, okay, I'm going to kill some chickens. Wee. Kill some chickens. Kill some double golems. Okay, Bjergsen's like, all right, now I'm going to go top. Jesper's back. Jesper and Mithy. Greg is randomly wandering top. I guess they're just giving up Drake. Lame. I feel like they gave that for free. So sad to see. I mean, it's so sad to see because OPTIC was beautiful, right? Look at this part. They catch mid, instant synchronized recalls from 3 lanes, even though bot is pushed back. Even though bot is pushed in, he literally is giving up this wave for the recall. He's like giving up 1 or 2 minions. That is like the opposite of greed. That is like synchronized, right? That's purposeful. It's like, hey guys, we got to make a team play. I will like be suboptimal in my lane farm in order to make sure that I'm synchronized in my back so that I come back out. Look at Jin. He's a little bit more greedy, right? He should have recalled. I don't know what happened with him. He was farming a minion, looks like maybe. Let's see, minion. Jace backs up. He starts to recall. He backs up even more. He starts to recall. Jace. Jin is like, okay, I'm just going to get this wave and then I'll go. Just one wave. And then I'll recall. Guys, just a sec. Just one wave. Okay, got it. Okay, recall. All right, he's a little bit behind, right? But like, that was synchronized. They're like, recall for dragon now. Victor's like, don't worry about me. I just came back from base. Boom. They all walk in. All 5 are here. All of them walking in. So, in the face of that, it's very sad to see what TSM did. That's what I'm saying. All right, checking the chat. Happy 4 months, LaShauron. Thanks for the sub. Resub. OPTIC can kite so hard. Camille may clear slow. Okay. But you guys are debating whether or not Camille should be in this game. She was not banned, by the way. All right, so TSM goes top. Mithy and Sven kind of wander somewhere and then go catch mid again. Grig's doing wolves. Soren's got top pushed. Good. So far, so good. Oh, farming. Bjergsen recalls his top push to come mid. He's screaming, I have ulti range, I have ulti range. It's fine. TSM tries to like contest mid wave, see what's going to happen. Now they're 4. Jin is showing. Okay, so now what are they doing? Bot turret? Oh, GP's starting to win. Did he push him off this wave? Or was it the Tom Kench threat? Jin is top. Jace is mid? Why is Jace mid? All right. Jace has the push in. He roams north. Okay, Mithy sees him. So Hanser pushes aggressively. Okay, Mithy still sees Jace. Okay. Hanser's like, okay, I'm going to come mid. I'm walking through blue. Okay, I found Jace. All right, I can crash the wave. He pings it. He pinged it like 10 seconds ago. He's crashing the wave. And Mithy is moving on him. There. And there's the ulti. So he knows he can get there first. And they know they can get a turret from it. And top wave is kind of neutral, slow pushing towards TSM. So TSM has a slow push top because Jin had to abandon the top wave push. So he got a very inefficient push, right? He pushed 1.5 waves. Look at top wave. So this is a slow collapse. So if TSM can make this play last out until this gets here, they can catch. Basically, they're denying all these minions. It's like that's how you deny in Dota. Is you make plays when the other team you push out your wave all the way, then you go make a play, and the opposing team and it slow pushes back and denies all the minions, and the opposing team can't manage the wave properly. And you do that once, it's like a 330 gold swing, and if you can do that like 2 or 3 waves, then you can get like a 600 gold swing because you get to farm it and they don't. So that's the timing window for plays. At 25 minutes in the game, a minion wave is worth like like 330 gold, right? 150. So, whoops. 150 gold. So essentially you farm a wave and they don't. And it's 300 gold. And so at 25 minutes, it's like 330 gold. Literally that math is still in my head from when I was coaching full time. Like, how effing amazing am I? Let's just take a moment to appreciate that I knew the exact value of an exchanged minion wave at 25 minutes in the game, because that's what you got to know if you want to win. Okay, TSM makes a play. They don't get the turret. They get pushed off. And they instantly recall, thank God. So there was no slowness there. OPTIC made the dumb decision to run and try Baron instead of recalling. So OPTIC should have recalled for tempo and deployed to top side. Or probably deployed to bottom side. I don't know. I don't even know where they put... Like, the top wave was just screwed. They literally couldn't do anything. Top wave was just foobarred. So Jace didn't even get to start pushing out bot yet. Their wave management is complete crap right now. Like, OPTIC is just bleeding advantage here. Like 39 to 41, and then I think it's 39 to 42 at some point. So here's the catch. Look at this delta during this play. Let's back up. Right here. When Jhin stops pushing the wave. Okay, so Bjergsen has got his gold, and he's about to... No. Is it right there? Where was the game? 23. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Okay. 23-12. Jhin. Okay, Jhin is abandoning right here. Okay, so I'm going to put right there. That's when the play starts, okay? And then we're going to go to when the play's over and Bjergsen farms his wave. There, he banks his wave. 2, 3, and OPTIC, meanwhile, literally can't do anything. They couldn't recall and send Jhin top because top wave was foobarred. They can't push out bot for some reason. I guess Jace is soloing Drake? I don't even know what he's doing. Instead of pushing out bot. So they've lost the minion waves that Hanser pushed. He pushed 1, 2 waves. He pushed 1 wave into turret. 1 wave crashed during the fight. And this is the wave that's getting chipped away. Okay. So let's look at when OPTIC starts farming again. Right? Now Jace starts farming. Nope, he leaves it. Okay, he goes back. And... Okay. Good enough. About there. Yeah. They got a 1.1k gold swing off of the wave management there. Look at the delta here. That play netted them... It didn't even net the turret, and it netted a 1,100 gold advantage based on their wave management of top lane and the fact that they used Tahm Kench to like push in mid and force, and Jace like wasn't there, and they got the free push bot. So they also netted an XP advantage a little bit. No. I don't know why it's not showing up here, but it looks to me like they netted a 700 XP advantage, so they actually killed more minions too by a long shot. Maybe it's neutral. Maybe it's actually straight up 0. No, because this would show like 800 and 800. So anyway, the XP thing isn't working. But, oh look, the skirmish was pretty equal. So I really like that play. I really like the fact that they got the push out top, and then they forced Jhin off the wave with the Tahm Kench ulti onto bot, cross-mapping it, forcing Jhin to go mid, and even though they didn't even get the turret, they swung 1,000 gold. So they're doing it right here, and then they immediately recalled. OPTIC really couldn't do anything, so they should have recalled for tempo, but instead they just went to Drake or Baron, tried to start Baron. So TSM got the recall in fresh, and they're here. Let me shrink the deltas here. They're here in mid. All right. Here's the replay. So what's happening right now behind this replay is that TSM should be sending Bjergsen back top. They should have 3 mid, and Hanser should be bot, right? That's the lane assignments. And they should be trying to secure vision over this line bush here and ramp so that Soren can basically ulti in from top. Okay, they're controlling the river so that Bjergsen can get to the wave. Meanwhile, they pass over blue, and essentially, OPTIC has the same setup, except they're sending Jhin top. Looks like. All right, so Grig here shadows Soren. This is not a good play. He needs to be mid. See, they have 3 mid, and Jace is able to walk on it. Looks like Hanser's literally already here. He can walk on it too. This pink ward has been here like the entire game. I don't know what the deal is with TSM's pink ward clearance, but they need to check that bush. But Grig needs to be like showing mid right now. He can't be hiding for a follow-on gank. They should play out their comp. Like sneaky ganks, I feel like they're not. I guess at this point, if you get a random sneaky gank in, you're gonna get Baron. Okay, so that's cool. Maybe. You know, if you kill the right person, you still don't want to 50-50 it. But what you give up in terms of control by follow-along ganking topside as opposed to just sitting mid. Bjergsen is level 14. Oh, he doesn't have level 3 ulti yet, so he can't reach. Well, still, I think he should be mid. About to contest this wave. So here's the timing window. That was his timing window for the gank. Now he needs to be mid. Okay, he starts moving mid, but he's too scared to walk into the river now because here goes OPTIC. OPTIC is sitting here, and Victor as 5. Victor's going to contest this wave. Look how close Victor is. Like, I think that if Grig was with Mithy and Hanser here, Victor could not contest this wave up in their face like that. 100%. There's no way. If it was just Bjergsen topside only, they're looking to go long on Bjergsen, looks like. No, they're not. They're just clearing river vision. TSM has all their ultis. God, there's like literally no way to initiate. Like I guess what you do is Grig goes in right now and Hanser immediately ultis him. And no, not Hanser. Soren immediately ultis him. And then they really play. But I don't know. This isn't how a GP comp wants to operate. Like a Gangplank comp wants to be on the objective and have the other team walking into his barrels. Like GP is literally half of a champion without his barrels. So if he can get in a position on the map where he can set up 2 barrels and they have vision control and the opposing team is walking into it, he's like 100% more of what he does. It's just far more powerful. It's like what you want to do. So this is, even if they can initiate here, it's like not the setup that this comp, that this top laner that TSM has really wants. I don't know. And then Tom Kench wants to spread out the map, right? So Tom Kench is like, oh, during team fights, okay, I just save you from dying. Fine. But mostly what Tom Kench wants to do is sit mid as 3 and then get lane control and then use the lane control to have a roaming timer and then use that roaming timer to force pressure on the side lanes and maybe kill. So I think TSM needs to weather this and make sure that Grig is mid lane so that they can exert pressure in the future. They need to not engage here. Okay, they don't engage. GP is mid, sadly. Okay, he's trying to set up barrels and face check. Tom Kench is sitting right behind him to make sure he's fine. Okay, they get to sweep everything. Who's catching mid? GP? Okay. All right. So now they want to push top one more wave. Crash it. They want to try to crash top instead of having it frozen there. And then control this ramp. Do not let go of this ramp again. Greg needs to just live here. They should push them as far as they can into their top red side jungle, and then and then just like 5-man dragon. Or Jesper farms it between waves. Okay. Soren doesn't even push that wave in. This is complicated, but I feel like Jin is not showing. Yeah. They know Jin is not showing. He's like not on the wave, so they must not know where he is. He's either recalled or he's transiting between lanes, right? So there's no spread pressure right here. I feel like Bjergsen should risk pushing this deep. He should be like, okay, guys, just a sec, let me push. He's almost got TP up. He's got his ulti. He's soon going to be level 16. We have Hourglass on Sven. Nobody sees Jin. I feel like he should be pushing top right now. Okay, now we see Jin. Okay. They're like, kill Kindred. He's out. Out of position. Looks like Sven came the long way around. He's getting zoned by Victor. Victor can basically one-shot him, which is why probably he has Hourglass. I don't know. It's terrifying. All right, so now TSM is split, and we have no more GP ulti, so they just need to back up here, get wave control again. Oh, Victor has no ulti either. That's handy. Okay. Hancho needs to immediately recall and go bot. He's got TP up, so he can TP in, but he has no ulti. So they just need to like poke and stall Baron as much as they can, but not contest it and not fight it and not try to hold it because they don't have GP ulti. I think that Bjergsen needs to stay. I think he needs to stay with 3. It needs to be 4v5, and Hanser immediately recalls and goes bot and starts trying to create split push pressure to draw the map wide. Okay, so what happens? Bjergsen recalls instead of Hanser. And then Hanser stays. And now we get to try the combo. Grig goes in. Hanser goes in. Doesn't hit anybody. Okay, they lose Baron. Yikes, that's bad. And everybody dies. Game over. Okay. Good game, guys. Way to go, TSM. Woohoo. That's funny how, like, they weren't really, I would say, like, super proactive. They did the right plays, but they did them a little bit late. And then they just made a mistake. Free Baron. I mean, it's not really whether or not TSM has the mid-turret or not. So, OPTIC mid-turret full health with Victor protecting it. It's not really whether or not they have mid-turret or not, because if you watch the last like 7 to 10 minutes, the wave never even got close to their mid-turret. It never crashed. Like, they never needed to push it up past the mid-turret. They literally couldn't even push it up to the river. Like, TSM couldn't even contest the wave because OPTIC were always there as 4 or 5, and TSM were always there as 2, one time 3 when Hanser came. And then one time they were there as 4, but Bjergsen was top and Jin was missing. So they couldn't really contest it there either. Like, I think if I go here and I go back to the contests. So here's like the main contests on midwave. If I go 5x. So here we have 4 OPTIC mid. Okay, 2 versus 2. So notice how TSM are catching back at their turret, right? It's 3v5 now mid. TSM are still catching back at their turret. Okay, let's look at the next mid-wave contest. Okay, now it's 2v4. So they catch that wave late. Okay, now Victor is catching it with 4 or 5. So he catches it aggressively here. And now Hanser's catching it solo. So now they outnumber, TSM outnumber the mid, but they just kind of like clear the wave and take vision. They don't clear the wave and then it's caught right away. So it would get caught here anyway. Whether or not there was a turret, they'd be catching it here or they'd be catching it like a couple inches back. But like it's not really that relevant because they're not going to dive them. Mythy isn't going to like ult in behind them if they're catching mid-wave. Maybe he would. I don't know. Okay, so the next catch is 4. All right, so here they're catching the wave that OPTIC just pushed. Okay, now OPTIC is 5 again and catching the wave. So the turret really never came into play. It didn't really matter that they had the turret or not there, in my opinion. Okay, so how do they lose Baron? They lose Baron because they go in the Kindred. Boom. This is where they lose Baron, right there. They're like, kill the jungler. But Kindred delays until... I really want to see what's happening down at the bottom of the screen, because I feel like OPTIC is bunched, and their Grig went onto the ramp when Jesper couldn't follow. Okay, so Hanser took the long path. Like, Hanser here is taking a terrifying path. Jesper is taking a I'm a safe AD carry path. Grig and Mythi are like we're fine path, right? So 3 different ideas of where they should be going and what they should be doing. Jesper's like, ooh, I'm going to ulti them right here. I'm going to ulti them right here. Then Grig go in, and then Bjergsen ulti. This is where the play is. It's where I am. It's where I, the AD carry, am with my ulti and my freaking Gwynsu, my Rage Blade. Okay, so he probably... No, he doesn't throw his ulti out there, but he should have. He almost caught the Victor. Okay, so now he's rounding the horn, but this is exactly where Victor loves to sit. Victor is sitting here with his ulti in line bush. There's 0 way that either GP or Jesper, Sven, can like walk past this Victor right now. Look at this. There's like a 0% chance that anybody from here can join this, whereas like anybody from OPTIC can at all. Okay, Jesper initiates the fight. This is the initiation. They should rely on Jesper, I think, here. Basically trying to catch off. Either that or Grig going in. But Grig went in on the jungler because they're trying to get a pick, whereas Jesper's like, let's get a team fight. Okay, so he roots big. Maybe because he's scared? Maybe because he's trying to initiate the fight? Then he misses him with the Q. The ulti misses Victor, but they still can't round the horn. Hanser throws his ulti there to prevent them from joining. They can't kill Kindred. Although she does almost die, and then they have to back off. Okay. Okay, so now Waves is good for TSM topside. Bjergsen should walk down to where Golem is in group mid. Hanser should recall and rush to Baron. Mythi should like maybe go get ready to ulti him closer if he has ulti. Maybe Mythi should recall and ulti Hanser halfway back. Maybe that's what they should do. Yeah. Soren should like stick around, in my opinion, so he can be throwing out Qs. Mythi should recall and ulti Hanser halfway back, so they can get the fight after the Baron. Yeah, I don't know. Game over. Oh. All right, let's watch the rest of the game here. Play. All right. This is going to look a little janky with the recalls, probably. All right, so they kill everybody except Hanser. they immediately teleport in, 5v3, 5v4, 5v5. They TP mid, nothing. There's the recalls. Grig is dead. Okay, they're setting up topside for the last turrets. They pressure in the jungle. Haunster's trying to cross push. He recalls for the defense. They go for the last inhib. And Haunster is again the only person alive. Recall. Defend the Nexus. No. Game over. All right, guys. Thanks for the review. That is that. That's the game. Very sad to see. I don't know if it's a drafting thing, because I don't really know the lane pressure situation, but it seems to me that they had win conditions. And they just were very not proactive. Like, there was one play. There was one Tom Kench play. Like, Mithy was basically going mid a lot. Soren got a huge lead from the pressure, maybe. And then he ganked top. They lost from that, because from that gank, OPTIC actually stole blue. And then they made one Tom Kench gank on the bot side a minute and a half late after they got Herald. And from that gank, they used Herald and they got turret, but they didn't get anything else from it. And then they set up, more or less, they set up one time or two times properly on top side of the map, and they never made a play. And the reason they never made a play is because OPTIC sat as 4, abandoned the bot wave except for Jace. So like Jace, the power Jace has is he can push and run. So he could go clear one wave and run to mid and be there really fast. So he did that 1 or 2 times. But they basically sat mid as 4, and they just sent Jhin like top to clear the wave. And they even gave up the wave in an extremely bad place, and Jhin sitting at mid turret because I don't know, they just, like, remember that point here? When, right here. Okay, Jhin takes like 3 minions. The wave is still here. And instead of farming the wave, he literally recalls and runs mid. Let's see what he buys. Maybe he farmed to an item, but I think what he did was just he bought QSS and 1 pink ward. So he farms 2 minions, or like 4 minions, leaves the wave in the worst position ever, immediately recalls, grabs QSS and pink, goes mid, and then he sits at the turret, hiding, so they can't see him. Now they see him right there, and then this is when they win. So, like, technically, he should have been top, right? He should have been top catching this wave, and TSM should have used that pressure to take the Baron and control, but instead, Arrow sacrificed multiple times. This is the 2nd time he did it. He sacrificed minions to make sure that he was grouped. And he didn't group by walking through the danger area, right? Like, the most dangerous thing that's going to happen here is OPTIC needs to catch top and then mid, and then top and then mid. And their top laner and whoever goes top is in danger of getting Tom Kench ultied with Bjergsen, and they're just going to die straight up, unless it's Kindred, right? So Jhin doesn't even walk back mid. He recalls that time. What about the other time? Okay. Look, I saw him do it before, too. I think it was this one. Okay, he pushes top. He walks mid. Dangerous. Root. But I can't see the vision on this mini-map, so maybe it was safe. Okay, he stays mid. They're mid is 5, mid is 5, mid is 5. Okay, this is when they try to go long on Soren, but then the Grig is there. All right, so he walks top. Kind of a meh, dangerous route. Not really that dangerous. Okay, then he recalls and goes mid. Oh, and that's it. So he only did it 1 time. Never mind. And that was because he needed an item. So, whatever. He didn't do that at all. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for the stream. That's the show for today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a good weekend. Any last questions before I take off? I'm going to go get breakfast. The gym opens in 40 minutes, except that I'm not going to go because I have to work on the trailer. I have to haul a bunch of stuff to the dump at 9, so I only have an hour there. So I'm going to do all that work, and then maybe after that, I'll go to the gym. It's 7:20 a.m. Usually go to the gym at 6:30, but it doesn't open until 8 on Saturdays. Boo. Thanks, Gazillionaire, for chilling. All right, I'm going to download this. Get it up into YouTube. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Ask Weldon Show episode 234. Yeah, Zorbilol, I'm not going to answer that question. But. Hey, sorry, man. Yeah? Yo.